Welcome back to Court Farm. Just dropped the straw bales from the last episode in the grass field over there out of the way. Now I want to have a quick look at our, or what was our, canola field. So do we need to do lime? It's good, but it's not perfect. So I think we're going to grab the bridle and get some lime put down on that. We haven't got a mulcher, have we? Oh no, we haven't. So let's get rid of the beacons a second. Not sure how much lime we have got, but what I'm thinking is we'll get that limed and then potentially lease a mulcher, or what have we got in here at the minute? Bit of lime, there we go. Have we got any more anywhere? I don't think we have, unless there's some in there. Can't see any. That looks to be seed to me. Let me have a quick look. So yeah, the plan will be to get that one limed. We might lime the others as well and just start that field prep ready for the planting season. Let's have a quick look in here. Is there any lime? No, it's all fert. That's definitely not lime. Right, we will fill ourselves up magically. Yeah, we'll start some liming in the canola field. We have got the Massey running on the cultivation contracts up in field 77 at the moment. So that's just a steady income whilst we don't need the tractor really. So I'll get filled up with lime and I'll see you in a minute. So as you'll see, we are applying the lime, but it's not going down quite as quick as previous application. That's what I like about this, is now that we're just topping it up every time, just so we use, you know, alright, it would probably work out that we'd use the same if we left it a while, but doing it this way just keeps it topped up, keeps it perfect. Like I say, we don't use a lot. We're nearly once around the headland and still got, what, 95% left? So it's quite a... I quite like doing it this way. Yes, you're doing it after every harvest, but it's just keeping that level up. So, yeah, you don't end up having to spend thousands and thousands of pounds in one go. Probably won't make a great deal of difference to the yield, but like I say, it's just doing it that little bit at a time after every harvest. Keeps it topped up, keeps the level perfect, which is what we want. And with the size of this field, it doesn't take long to do at all, so in my eyes it is worth it. There we go. And when we've done when we've done this, we'll take a look at our environmental score. Actually, haven't looked at it for a while. See if there's anything that is really dragging us down. Hopefully there won't be. We still do need to harvest the field, some of the rest of the field, so score won't be at its highest. I'm quite looking forward to getting in and doing the field beans, though. They're going to be an interesting crop to do. Obviously, I've done linseed. Maybe not, obviously. Maybe this is the first time you're watching one of my episodes. I've harvested linseed previously on Calmsden, So we've kind of done that before, but obviously we haven't done it yet on Port Farm. Let's have a bit of a zoom in and see how we're doing. 100 in this one. Brilliant. The rest are looking pretty good. 57's low because we've never cut that. How's this one? 67. Again, that maybe needs re-drilling at some point. And where's our other on? 57. There we go. So yeah, that once that's harvest, that'll jump up as well. So all good. Don't want to get too obsessed with it, but it does help when we're selling stuff. So I think while we've got this attached and while we've got plenty in the spreader, we'll do what was the oat field. We might then set Courseplay to do the wheat field, I think. So hop over, make a start in the oat field, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I've done the oat field, and we're into what was the wheat field. Also move the Massey onto the next field. So we're cracking through them, which is no bad thing. Thought no point really showing the oat field as it's so blooming small. Took about 5 minutes, if that. So yeah, I mean, you can see we've got over 9,000 litres left, which is good. So yeah, these little top-ups makes all the difference. Now let's just have a quick look at collect on that one. Harvesting, there's so many to do. It upsets me when the combine is sat not doing anything, but the Massey is, you know, it's bringing in an income, which we do need. Money is sitting reasonably okay. We haven't had to outlay anything else since the last episode. We will need to refuel the Massey probably very soon. And obviously we're going to have the, well, maybe not obviously, we're going to have the expense of sorting ourselves a mulcher. Did look in the sales and there isn't one, unfortunately. Maybe we don't bother. Maybe we just run the cultivator over the canola field. I think that might be the plan, just to scrimp on cash a bit. Probably won't affect the yield that much. 2% for mulching. So yeah, and these fields where it's the grain crop, they're normally a lot easier on the equipment. Obviously it makes no difference really, but you can see the size of the stubble versus that of what was in the canola field. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll just cultivate the canola field, and we'll do that when the Massey comes back to refuel. So once we've done this, we're going to have a scout through the contracts to find something that is kind of a mix between a decent sized field so we get some crop left over, but also something that's not going to take us an absolute age to do. So yeah, we'll see what we can have a look at, but for now I'm just going to crack on, get this finished. We will have plenty of lime left, which is good. There we go. Of course, with the automatic shut off, it just stops until it knows when to put more on. Fantastically wireless technology. Go. Will it take some this bit here? Fill in the little bit of a blank gap we missed. So what? 2, maybe 3 passes left, depending on how accurate my overlapping is, which is not very. So I'll get this done, and I'll see you when we are choosing a contract. Oh, lineman all finished. Well, I'd better give this a quick rinse before we do any other jobs. There we go. Rid of that horribly corrosive lime off of our cracking fast track. Right, so let's hook up to the trailer and we'll then dive into the contracts menu. Go. And let's have a quick look, shall we? So, we don't want to be going miles, but we want something that pays relatively well. So, there's not actually as many as I thought. So, field 41, which is barley. So, field, where are we? You never find the fields when you're looking for them there. Right next to our field. So it's up and down a bit. They're not ideal. Let's flick that one. 100? How much is that paying? Pretty sure I saw that one. 5 grand. Oats. Possible. Have a look at how big that is. So 100 is there. How big was 88? It's a bit smaller than 88. You know what? I think we're going to do that one. So I'll get the equipment up to the field, we'll accept the contract, and we'll make a start. Well, in a nod to realism, I did have a look round the field to see if there was another entrance, but this one is hedge locked. So, yeah, unfortunately, we are having to drive through the crop, but no other way to do it, unfortunately. Go. We can get unfolded. Hopefully we've got the... That to say, hopefully we've got the header trailer far enough away from the edge of the field. Hopefully that still is the case. Oh dear. But let's get... We don't want straw, so we can be chopping that. We have got the JCB here already, and I quite like the location of this field actually. Sort of set back from the road a bit, but obviously access is slightly poor and generally helps to accept contract if you want to be able to harvest the field. Oh dear. Right, are we going to need to close the gate for a second? I think we probably should. There we go. So cool. Very good animations. Right, let's get this oat harvest knocked out. Not a massive field. So I think once we've done, we'll do 3 headlands, I think. See how we get on. And then, yeah, obviously up and down rows. And we'll see how long it takes us to get it done. The Massey has finished. In fact, I need to do that. It has finished the contract that it was on. So I need to shift that to the next field. But, yeah, just wanted to show you the how we got into the field. Obviously not ideal, but you... Oh. Could we have got through there, maybe? Possibly. I hadn't noticed that bit there. I did have a look, honest. Right, couple of headlands and I'll be back with you. Well, I nearly did it again. It's a good job. Force plate tells me when the tank is empty. I mean, look how quick that's filling up. It can't have a very big tank, can it? 145 litres. It's nothing. Just a thimbleful. Right. So what we'll do is... let's get this to finish the contract first. So which field was it going to? 45. That's... Oh. That'll head back off up there, and then once that's done... Oh, steady on. We'll come and do our field. Might be the next episode. There's no rush. So, now that's sorted. We can get back to the JCB and get the combine unloaded. Probably nearly 2 headlands. So, not too shabby. It is oats after all. But, yeah, the Massey's going to be coming and working in the field next to us. That should look rather nice. But, yeah. I don't like to blow smoke, I suppose. But I do love this map. I think I've got, at the minute, I'm playing on 3 of the best maps I think I've ever played on. Between this, Saxthorpe and the Oaks, I think I'm properly spoiled for maps. Just, yeah, you could lose hours in them. Really, really lose hours in them. Right, let's get rid of the auto drive menu. We will fire up the combine. Wait for this last 1500 litres to unload. Go. And off we go. Right, I'll finish the headlands. We'll make sure the Massey is underway. And I'll see you very shortly. Well, second unload. We weren't quite full, but we were near the tractor and trailer, so thought we may as well unload. You'll see the Massey working away very nicely on its own, and all I had to do was let it in and open the gate for it. So jobs are good. And right, where I think actually that, yeah, it's only going to Valley View. We might just turn that off a second. We'll jump in here and we'll set up for... So we are field 100, nice and easy. And then sell points, Valley View, go. Hopefully that should go off and deliver. He says what we might need to do is just pop over here. Oh no, gate's open, that's fine. Not sure which way it's going to exit the field. That's the only thing I'm thinking. It may well be the one that we missed here. In which case... There we go. That's that sorted. Ah, this is... Yeah, this is Scroft's. It's a little farm, isn't it? Is he got this as well, hasn't he, I think? Right. Enough fanboying. Where is my combine? Here. Let's get in and get going. Right, I think we'll head... Where's it going? Why does it have to do a complete full lap? Right, let's set that to that. That's fine. We can get rid of that. Job's a good one. Right, let's push on. Get this done. That we will put in somewhere around here. Get the old GPS on. That's not bad going. More luck than judgment. Right. We'll push on. That should be back by the time we are full. It's only over there. So, you know, what's the... what could possibly go wrong? Well, that 18,000 litres was 53% of the contract delivered. So, nice chunk towards getting it completed. I do like the seeing the other vehicles working in the background, and I think that's why it looks so good around the field boundary on this map. Obviously that's something that Oxygen David has sort of built in to the boundary, I guess you could say. So yes, looks pretty good in my mind anyway. Right, so we're waiting for the JCB to come back. Don't see why it should have any problems if it managed to get there. But yeah, you never know. Had a few little bits that could do with tweaking on the course, but I just haven't had time to do them. It's been a very hectic week, I guess you'd say. Pretty busy. Not massively awful, but you know, enough. And there, right on cue, is the JCB. Hopefully it manages to get through the gate. There is a massive lump there, as you've just seen. We about grounded out the header trailer earlier, but here we go. Let's get round onto there. Hit Control W, lower down the header, and hit. Come on. Cruise control. Thought it was going to roll along then. I did repair the combine earlier. Cost £5,000. In fact, that was the last episode I did that. Just because it does affect yield. So always pays to keep the combine and the header in good working order. But yeah, I think we'll... so if it was 18,000 was 53%. In fact, I don't even need to think about it. This is what I like about better contracts is details on 14,700 litres left to deliver. The other thing that I said in a couple of episodes ago, I need to find the mod that lets me have more than 3 contracts. Well, it's in the settings part of better contracts. I'm such a noob sometimes. So yes, I've bumped that up to 10. So all good there now. Now I reckon we'll get these 2 passes done. Probably unload on the next one. Just so we're augers the right side, and we'll have a bit more in the tank, I think. Well, the Massey is on the headlands, and we are nearly at the point where, in fact, that this pass should do it, that we've got enough to send off to complete the contract. So let's just remind ourselves, what do we need? 14,700. If we've got 11,100 in there, and we've got 3,600 in here, that should be enough to deliver that and then send it off. Sorry, unload the combine, So for that, we want auger out. We will sit and just wait for the JCB, which is moving already. Haha, when it behaves. And then what we'll do is we'll unload this. We'll send that off to the delivery point. That'll complete the contract from a crops delivered point of view, and then we can just finish harvesting the rest of the field, and that is ours. So just wait for it to think about how it's going to get to us. Come on. Could be interesting actually, as we're so close to the headland. It might throw a bit of a wobbly, but we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, it's going to have a little bit of an excursion just to get the turning circle. Go. Perfect. Let's just turn that off and have a bit of peace and quiet for a minute. Is that going to be enough? Stay there. Come here. 14.7. Right, so let's hop into here. Bring up this menu and click next. And hopefully that'll think about it. Yeah, there it goes. It's moved on to Valley View stores. That'll go off now, deliver, and then we can just carry on harvesting. And the contract will be done. Contract complete, and £782 harvest income. So job's a good one. And we'll end up with probably about 3,000 litres. So yeah, not massive amount, but as I said, or have said previously, every little helps. So there we go. Get that lifted up. Move that onto. Oh. Uh-oh. Seem to be. There we go. We might need to repair somebody's fence. Oops. Never mind. Massey's on the last headland. So that'll be popping up as complete soon as well. And a productive day. Or productive afternoon, should I say. I think next time we will be into August. And at that point, I wonder whether our linseed might be ready. We did plant it reasonably late though, I think, didn't we? So could be even September before that's ready. What about field beans? They're September as well. So we'll just have to see. There we go. Lift that up. Done. 3,475 litres for us. Make sure I didn't miss anything. We will scoot over here. We can turn off auto drive now on the JCB. There we go. Bring that up. Turn that off. Open the cover. And did I put the auger out? No, I didn't. So organised. Yeah, that's spun round there. About right. Auger out and unload. Look at that. Hang on. Job's a good one. Right, we will get this unloaded, collect on this contract, and then we'll grab the Massey and head back to the farm, I think. So let's get this folded up. And then the combine. and yeah, get everything back to our farm. Well, the JCB and the combine are back in the yard. We've tipped the oats and we've ended up with, save, there we go, 16,000 litres, which is not too shabby. So stop that there a second. We could do with some barley. So possibly between episodes I may do some contracts for barley, if there is any now. But yeah, it's been quite a cool episode, I think. It's not been different, has it really? What am I saying? We've done the same thing, but different parts of the map and whatnot. A bit of field prep started, so can't grumble there. So I think that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.